You gotta get into the groove.
Hey everyone. Okay, well look, we had some technical difficulties earlier. I just couldn't sort it out, so I had to get some help. I wasn't too sure when I would get started, so I did actually post in the comments that I was cancelling today's session, but now I have got somebody to actually sort it out for me, which is really cool. So thank you, Chingu. All right. Okay. So today's session was about adding products to GK, and if you are joining me live, then definitely put something in the chat. But otherwise, I suspect there was no one joining me live at the moment because of the earlier issue. All right. So I'm going to just carry on. So if you're watching the recording, then just put a hashtag replay into the comments. Okay, just a sec. All right. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Just had a little bit of a issue again with the audio this time. Nancy, welcome. Thank you for tuning up. We just had some issues earlier. You may not have been on at the start, but yeah, I'm back now, so it's all good. Okay. So this is all about adding products to GrooveKart. I thought we'll get back to kind of GrooveKart and some of the basics when it comes to GrooveKart, because sometimes people may not know some of the little things that I do that that maybe you don't do, and it might be you might pick up something new while I'm going through this. So I thought we'd actually go with the adding products in GrooveKart, and probably just using Printful as well as AliExpress to add products. So let's go on to. I'll just actually share my screen. Give me a sec. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'd say you can. All right. I'm just in. I'm actually in my Fitwear Zone dashboard. So just going in there now. Hi, Tyler. Hi, and hi, Nancy. Thanks, Tyler, for coming back and joining me again. We were able to get it sorted out, so it's good. I can still carry on with the session today. All right. I'm in my Fitwear Zone GrooveKart store. And one of the things is that I'm going to go through is I'm just going to go through the products. Now, I know, most of you actually do know how to utilize the POD and drop shipping feature. And obviously, you're probably familiar with the... Okay, hang on. I've just logged out. Let me just try this again. Okay. So I know that I know that you guys are familiar with much of the, quite a bit of the product, adding product, but I'm going to go through it because there are some things that you may not know. So let's just go to the POD in drop shipping, and obviously we have like Printful, which I'm going to go through shortly. But what I wanted to go through was the GKLE Connect. Now, if you are lucky enough to actually have that Chrome extension on your browser, then that's great, because it's actually disappeared. Hang on, I'll try it now, because apparently someone else couldn't actually add it onto there because it wasn't available. So someone else couldn't actually add the Chrome extension. I do actually have it myself. Okay. Let me just see if I can add this. Right, see, that's what you get when you actually try to add the Chrome extension. If you do have it, that's great. Hold on to it. Don't lose it, because just because this page comes up, that doesn't mean that it's not functional. All right, it is still functional because I have got it on my browser. And I'll just just make sure. I'm just going to make sure. I didn't clear it. Hopefully not. Okay, I may have cleared it. In my efforts to try and sort out the earlier issue, I may have actually. I'm going to go on to AliExpress. Let me just go on to here. Oh, okay, there we go. It's there. So the quick setup. Now that's what I was after. All right. So if you've got that Chrome extension, or if you're able to actually, if you've got it, don't lose it. Keep it, because it's actually quite really important that you don't actually get rid of it, or make sure that you have got it. But what it does is, when you go into say anything in on a product or whatever, it will actually come up with the setup to the AliExpress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on there first. All right, and all right. Now you can see up here I've got add product to GrooveKart, import reviews to GrooveKart. There's a couple of new things actually in here too as well. I noticed up here with the let's go back. I noticed up here did it have it before? When you hover over that, a little box comes up, and you can actually drag and drop an image of let's just say a product that you've seen somewhere else other than AliExpress, and you drag and drop it in here. Now, okay, and then it will actually find that product. Oh, here we go. There. So if you upload the photo or drag and drop an image into there, I don't know how you can drag and drop it into there because it goes off when you go off that, but you can upload it. So you can upload an image of a product that you may have seen on somewhere else, and you can upload it to there, and it will actually find it in AliExpress, and you might be able to get it cheaper. All right, so that's this is the thing that I'm going on about when it comes to Ali Connect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set it up. So what I need to do is I need to click on this. That will bring this box up here. Now I'm going to change tabs. I'm going to go over to here, and I'm going to get these details here. All right, so I'm going to leave you on this page because I'm actually sharing a tab and not a window, so you're not going to see what I. Well, I probably could change the tabs. Actually, I'll just change the tabs each time I copy and paste. So I'm going to get this one here. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to go over to AliExpress. Oops, wrong one. And I'm going to paste it in there. All right, so that's the actual the URL for my e-commerce store, or my GrooveKart store. Now I head back over to GrooveKart again, and I'll get the username code, copy that, and then head back over to here again. Put that in there, and then one more time, go back to GrooveKart and grab the token. Oops. And then put that in there. All right, so now all I have to do is just submit it, and it should connect AliExpress with my store. So anything that I actually choose to add, I simply just add the product up here. So add product to GrooveKart, and it will add it in. So it's a really cool feature. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a product to my my website, and I'll just quickly show you the website. So this is the website I'm going to add products to. As you can see, I've got a few products in here: watches, shoes, sneakers, thongs. I think you call them in Australia. We call them jandals. I think you guys call it flip-flops over in the States. And then I have these items here. Now, the actual target looking, oh, hang on, we're there. So that's my logo. So I've actually created that. I know it's not much. It's just a red circle within a red, a white circle. But it's nice and simple, and I quite liked it. All right, so I'm going to, and then I've got it on the cap. That's actually embroidered, by the way. That's what I'm going to actually add products to here. So I've got yoga. I've got a yoga mat. I've got the Fitwear Zone hoodie in there. I've got sneakers. Got a sports looking shirt. I've got a sports watch. I actually want to add something that's not an apparel. I'm going to add something, or print on demand. I want to add something that's similar to like maybe a sports watch, but we'll have a browse around in AliExpress and see what we can find. So I'm going to go back to AliExpress. Okay, here we are. We're in here, AliExpress. I'm just going to go out of this. Let me just go back to the menu here. All right, so I'm going to have a look at some of these options here. Let me just get rid of this. I don't know why that's coming up. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, so this is annoying. I'm going to close this. Turn off my space on the side. Okay. Back. All right. Let me just see if I can find a category here. Let's go over here. I want to go into the sports one, and if you guys can see me, yeah, you can see me. I'm going to go into the sports section, or health, and where have we got something in there? Health, beauty and health. Oops. Okay, sports and entertainment. Let's have a look at that. So there's a few different things here. So we've got trampolines. I kind of like drop shipping smaller, lighter items, and some mediums, like light items in general. I don't really like shipping heavier, like if you have a look at something like this, trampolines or treadmills. You can if you want to, but you know, I mean, it's coming from, some of the stuff is actually coming from China. So you may want to think twice about drop shipping bigger items. Although they do have warehouses in the US, but they don't actually have a full stock of of products that they do have in China. So I'm just going to go for something that's kind of like I guess electronic, maybe similar to the watch. Let me just have a look. So there's one for cycling. I'm going to jump onto cycling here. electric scooter, bicycles. All right, no, I'm not interested in those. Steppers, fitness pedals. Okay, those things there might be something to look at. Let's just have a look at that. I'm going to have a look at fitness pedals. Let's have a look at that. So I've seen a lot of these, especially I think this one here, similar to, or this one here, similar to one I've seen actually on infomercials, we call them. I think over there it's QB, or I'm not too sure what it's called over in the States, but yeah. So I've seen these. So this will be an imitation. Obviously, it'll be a knockoff, and it's priced accordingly. Obviously, it's a little bit. Well, it's a lot more cheaper, I would say. I'm not too sure how much the ones on the infomercials are, but I would say they're probably better quality. But don't quote me on that. These sort of things I think are actually really good because they're nice and light. So that would be something I would definitely look at as well. Let's just see if there's actually anything. I'm going to go into the sports watches because I've only got one type of sports watch on my site. But this is interesting. I might actually look at putting those on there as well. Here's here's a pretty cool item here. Let's have a look at this. All right, so it looks like you can jump on that. So this is great for kids, right? This will be ideal for kids. So I gather you step on it and it's kind of like one of those pogo sticks, I would say. Anyway, let's just go back out of here. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. I'm just sharing here. There, it looks like one of those pogo sticks, but it's not. It is designed for kids. So I'm going to go out of there. I'm going to go into something different. I'm going to go smart. Actually, a lot of people go for the blood pressure watches because it's really important that they keep tabs. With some people who keep tabs on their blood pressure. So I'm going to actually just put in here blood pressure monitor. So as I'm typing, you can see some of the searches that people have used, or some people that have actually looked for blood pressure watches, it's predicted. Well, it's pretty much actually shown me what people are looking for. So there's blood flow restriction bands. I'm not too. Yeah, okay. We've got blood pressure measuring device, blood pressure. I'm gathering that's supposed to be machine, monitor, pressure test. All right, maybe I'll just go blood pressure watch. See what that comes up with. There we go. So there's a blood pressure watch there. I'm going to click on that. And we have quite a big, we do. There's tons of ranges when it comes to watches. There's a whole lot of them in AliExpress. Now, some are good, some are not so great. I do know there have been some brands that have been around for a long time, and if I can find them, I'll show you. Those are the ones I'd probably go for because I know that they've actually been around for a while. So, and they tend to sell all the time. So they must be, good, a good brand. This one here, this brand here, Aegis or something like that. It's EIGIIS, I think it's called. That's a new brand, so I've never seen that before. That's a new brand. Let me just have a look. Okay. All right. So one of the other things that I try and do is I try and sort of like you see how it sorts by best match. I try to filter it. Let's just have a look here. Sort by best match. Okay, that's not working for me. Let me have a look over here. Nothing. Here we go. That's a list. Price. I actually want. Let's go orders. And we'll go back to gallery. So this is based on orders. Now, is this going from high to low? Yeah, it's going from high to low. So look, I mean, you have a look here. There's like 50,000 sold here. It says top selling. Now, I would actually take that as being true because I do know, especially with Alibaba, and I think they're tied up with AliExpress, that they do actually vet. Well, Alibaba, I know, actually vets many of their vendors. But like I mean, it says that's top selling, so probably best to take its word for it. You can see here it's $8.77 now. That's New Zealand dollars, probably half that again, or even a third of that, and that's actually how much it is in US, which is really, really cheap. And sometimes when cheap is, when you think it's too cheap, there must be something wrong with it, the quality, or there you go. It's like you got 3 from. Okay, anyway, let's have a look at these watches. I'm not really keen on that. I don't actually like the styles, but it has sold 50,000 plus. The reviews seem to be like 5-star reviews on the first 4 anyway. But they are very, very cheap. You have to wonder why so cheap. I mean, even here, $1.75 for this watch. That's unbelievable. Okay. Let's just have a quick look at that one. Put in the chat if you know places where you can, other websites that you use to look for, products. Something that's not print on demand. Something similar to like AliExpress. I know Alibaba does drop shipping as well. So they're actually also good to have a look at. But, I'm looking at this watch and I'm thinking, well, I mean, the images look good. But, it's hard to tell what the quality is like unless you actually get one, right? And if you're actually spending $1.75, New Zealand, that is, which would be a lot less than US. Actually, let me just change the currency here and let's put it into US currency. And let's go save. Okay, do I need to actually, there we go. Okay, hang on, I've just got to share my tab. Sorry, you can't see it. There it is. All right, so now I get this popping up. All right, so now that's actually in US dollars. So it's 99 cents, all right, in US currency, which is, for lack of a better word, damn cheap. And it's almost actually tempting to, just to get one to see what it's like. I mean, I wouldn't put it on the store yet until you get one yourself. But I mean, that's cheap enough to get some, to get one. If it's what we've got here, we've got this seller has 171 sales, total sales, 50,000 plus. I'm not too sure what that means. 171 similar item orders from this seller on AliExpress. 50,000 similar item orders from various sellers. Okay, so this here is quite deceiving. It says total sales, and you're kind of thinking, well, this seller's actually had over 50,000 sales, but it's actually saying that in total of all the sellers that sell this particular watch, there have been over 50,000 of them sold. But this particular seller has actually sold 171. And I would say, I'm not sure if these reviews are actually his reviews. I'm gathering they are. It says 14. I like to look at the reviews, especially something so cheap. You actually want to sort of look at the reviews and where these people are from, if they've got like a geographical area that they're from. All right, so these are 5 stars. I'm going to have a look at the 1 star and see what it says there. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything. All right, so let's go let's go back. I'm going to click on here. 14 reviews. Customer reviews. Actually, I'm trying to. It's actually the reviews have disappeared on me. Not very user friendly. All right, so it says customer reviews 14. Let me go back again and see if no. As soon as I clicked on the one review, it kind of sort of oh, here we go. Let's try that. No, that's just specs. All right, I'm having too much. I'm taking too much time on this particular product, so I'm gonna give this one a miss. But you know, it may be worth your while to actually, if you're looking at doing something like this, maybe buy one, get it shipped to you. I mean, 99 cents US is not a lot to pay, and you know, I mean, even if you sold it for like $9.99, you're still making a really good profit. But you know, I would check it out first. Always, especially with AliExpress, if you see something that you like, you think it might be it might be good for your store, then always try and see if you can get a product, buy it yourself, and try it out. You know, test it, check the quality. Also, I mean, probably with watches, you may want to check. You may want to sort of test it for about a month. Just so that it maybe gives it a bit more time for any issues to surface. That's kind of the way to do it. But at the end of the day, it's a really cheap watch. Let me go back to here and back to the main menu here. I like these watches. I like these styles. As you can see, it's a digital one. It's kind of like, you know, obviously they try and sort of emulate, you know, Samsung, who have smart watches similar to this. These are actually really quite popular. These kind of like Fitbit style watches. What else? See, there's that watch again. I think that looks like the similar watch. Okay, so 4.5 stars. All right, I'm going to have a look here. I'm just going to grab one. I think I'm going to go a little bit higher in price. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to have a look with let's go for the $63 and over. Let's see what is in there. Here's one for $147. All right, so this is a Macefit. Okay. This one here says it ships from Russia. I don't think anybody's really buying anything from Russia, are they? Globally, but who knows? Really, there was one that I quite like. This one here. That one there I quite like. Let's just click on that. Okay, let's have a look at this. So that's $84 US. So this is in US dollars. So for me, that'll be something like about $170 or maybe even $180 in New Zealand dollars. But I kind of like the style of it. I'm going to have a look at the reviews. Let's just have a quick look. Overall, I think it's a really good. It's really good for the price. Okay, watch with the metal case and comes with a metal bracelet. Bought for rubles, 5,681 rubles. Consider the steps normal. Okay, you can receive calls and call from them, but you need to assign numbers up to. Okay, all right. I waited with great anxiety for this product. Okay, it'd be helpful if you actually knew where these people were actually from, because it kind of shows you where they're shipping to. All right. Let's just say I'm going to pick that watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this to my store. So I'm just going to go up to here. I'm going to click on add product to GrooveKart. This hasn't authored. Okay, it looks like it's lost my settings. I'm going to have to do this again. Just give me a minute and I'll do this all over again. All right. I forgot where we are now. Let's just close some of these off. Oh, it looks like I lost, the screen's gone off. Not sure why. Okay, now I'm having problems sharing the screen. Here we go. No, that's not the one. Stop share. All right, guys, looks like I'm having just a few little issues with trying to actually select share screen. It keeps dropping off on me. Okay. Let me just get this info in, and then I'll actually try and share again. I don't know where this is going. All right. Okay, I want to add that product. So sorry, you can't see this, but I'll try and share it once I'm actually done adding in the details. So just bear with me, and I'll try and get back to you in a minute. So does anybody have somewhere they prefer to actually drop ship from? I mean, is there any? I mean, there's these, obviously there's AliExpress, there's Alibaba, there's also Banggood, which is another one, which I think I quite like, but it doesn't have as much stuff as AliExpress, obviously. But if you do actually have a preference, just let us know. We may not have heard of it, so it'd be nice to know where other people source their product from. Okay, just about done. Hopefully I can share the screen. Okay, submit. All right. Okay. Let me see if I can share the screen. Okay. Okay, cool. There we go. And it just here we go. Great, we got it sorted, so that's good. All right. So this is the watch that I've actually added. So if you have a look up here, it's got an issue now. Okay, authenticated successfully. Great. Let me just see what happens here. Let's go add product again. I'm going to check my GrooveKart and make sure that it hasn't been added already. So I'm going to change tabs again. So it's here. Okay, I'm back here. I'm going to go to products. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Products. Oh, I think this is the one. No, this is actually an old one. Okay, remove from my store. No, I don't want to. Okay, it hasn't actually gone over some. Let me go back to AliExpress and see if we can just do this again. All right, I'm going to refresh my page. And hopefully we can do it. All right, so it cannot read properties of undefined string success author. Okay, let me just try this again. That seems to be all going well. I want to submit it again and just see. So that's actually been submitted again. Let me try this again. All right, it doesn't seem like that this is going to work. Let's have a look at the import reviews. Get product reviews. I mean, if we are able to get the reviews, I mean, that's one thing, but there's nothing without the products, obviously without the images and stuff. So that's not working for me properly. The last time I used it, it was working sweet, but it's not working properly for me now. There are other options. So one of the options are if you go to Google it and look for a product downloader, I think it's called. Product image downloader extension, product key downloader. I'm going to put here add AliExpress products to my store extension. I'm just going to go extension, or Chrome extension I should put. Let's just see what it comes up with. I'm sure if I use ChatGPT, I'll probably get a more direct answer, but let's just have a look. All right, so Spocket. No, that's a platform. Let's just have a look here. ZenJob. Chrome Web Store. AliScraper. Drop shipping importer. Okay, import products from AliExpress easily. Let's just have a look at this. I don't know if it's going to work, but let's just have a look. AliExpress drop shipping. Yeah, I might just stay away from that. Sorry, guys, you can't see this, but this is what I'm looking at. I might just stay away from that. All right, so there is another tool, and I have used it before, where you can just copy everything, and then you can just put it into your store. I forget what it is. Let me just see if I got the Chrome extension for it. I'm trying this again. Still not working. All right. So I'm just going to have a look at my Chrome extensions to see if I've actually got a different one. But, you know, look, at the end of the day, you can source your own Chrome extensions. I know that there are Chrome extensions that you can get that would actually grab all the images and all the information of the actual product page. I think you may have to download the images. I'm not too sure. Where this is different with the Ali Connect. Anyway, that's not working for me as well as I wished or hoped that it would. So if I was to actually just do this manually, and I have shown this once before, to do it manually, you literally are actually just downloading everything. So you're downloading the images and all that. It's long, you know, obviously a long way of doing it. Actually, I'm just going to check. Hang on. Okay. You just got to watch out that some of these extensions might be for WordPress sites and not any other sort of platforms. So that's the only other thing you got to be aware of. But all right, if I was really hooked on this watch and I really wanted to sell it, and I thought it would be the next best thing since sliced bread, then I would go to the effort to actually download it, because it seems like it's got some good reviews. 4.7 is not a 5-star, but it's got it's actually got 5 stars here, but it's not a total sort of like 5-star, if you know what I mean. I haven't really looked at some of these other reviews, but I mean, you've got here like there's comments made. So these are positive comments where it says very good. There's 3 reviews about that. Good product. There's 2 reviews about that. Amazing watch. So if you wanted to have a look at those, you could just go and click on them. And let's just have a look at the very good reviews. All right, so again, I mean, I don't know where these people come from, whether in the US or whatever, but all right, so someone likes to, so this is good. This is really handy because it shows you what it looks like, I guess, and sort of like more, photos taken by the client. All right, that seems all right, and it must be a good watch because it's got some good, a good amount of stars. All right, I couldn't get down to sort of adding the product to GrooveKart, so apologies for that. But let's just, for the last one, let's just go back to GrooveKart again. And I'm going to go back to here, products, POD and drop shipping. And again, I know that probably, if not all of you in here actually know how to connect Printify with GrooveKart. You should actually have it all connected anyway. I'm going to go in there and take a look. Oops, this page is not. So this is Printify. So this is the link. And if you didn't know this, right, this is this link here. When you click on Printify, let me just go back a step. So it's actually good doing this because you kind of sort of get know what's going on and what's not working properly, and yeah. So let me go back here. So when I clicked onto this, which is Learn More. Oh, sorry, that's Printful. The other one was Printify. Okay, so this is Printful. The other one was Printify. So that actually had a broken link that went to an error page. So we want to go Printful. So I'm just going to go Learn More. I'm just going to allow that. I'm going to log in. All right. And I'm going to have a look to see if I can find anything that's not, say, T-shirts or whatever, anything in here that's to do with health and fitness, maybe a drink bottle of some sort. But let's just go and have a look. I'm going to go to product catalog. If you don't come on here that often, I would suggest, jump on every now and then because they're always adding loads of stuff in here, regularly. And they always have special, like they have special discounts as well. They'll tell you which one's selling, the most, what's the best seller. And this is good quality stuff in Printful. Okay, I'm just going to let's have a look at categories, or catalog, I should say. All right, I want to try and stay away from anything that you wear, like a shirt and shoes and all that sort of thing, and get into something that's actually not quite. Have a look. Home and living. Let's have a look at water bottles. I don't actually have a water bottle on. Right, we don't actually have a lot of range here. This is $39.25. You actually have to wonder why it's so expensive. I mean, $39 is a lot of money to pay in New Zealand dollars. That is a lot of money to pay for a water bottle. So what's so great about this? Trying to figure it out. Let's go 14 reviews. 41 reviews. Product is great. Love the print. Okay. Doesn't sound. For just the water bottle, I was impressed. I don't go anywhere without it. No, I'm not really seeing. Okay, have I missed something here? I mean, other than maybe the measuring thing there. Okay, you can just put whatever you want on it. Print. But it kind of looks like a standard, well, not a standard water bottle, but it's like, I would have thought it would probably make hydrogen water. You can get those water bottles now that makes hydrogen water, and maybe we actually have a search for that, because I want to start sort of selling those as well. In fact, let's do that now. Let's go and have a search. I'm going to steer away from this, and I'm going to go for. Let's just change tab, and I'm going to put in here hydrogen. Water. There we go. So that's a popular search here. Hydrogen water bottle. All right. So there they are. Probably see New Zealand sites here at the moment, which is okay. I'm gonna probably click on some of these. Let's put dropshipper. So it is a popular search. Dropshipping. So Alibaba does sell it. So if I click onto there, okay, so Alibaba sells it, and they also do the drop shipping. These are really popular at the moment. Hydrogen water is actually, uh, you know, it's got a lot of benefits, and I know there are people, particularly in my town, they're sort of like this is what they're buying. No doubt they'll be buying them over. A lot of people will be buying them in the States as well. All right, so okay. So you see here, I mean, this kind of, I don't know. I mean, it says the minimum order is 30 pieces, but over here we've got one piece. So now, um, the thing is, with one piece, we want to make sure that we can drop ship that. I know that I've done a search for it. So it says that there's actually 304 products available. Let's have another look. Let's have a scroll down. All right, so this would be something I definitely would go for. So I would actually look at probably drop shipping one of these, and let me just have a look at this one here. Here, the one piece one. I wonder if it comes with not just gold, but other colors. It may be just in that sort of goldy color. It looks like it comes in the blue one. Is there any reviews about this? Scroll down. All right, so it's got like 5-star reviews. There's quite a few of them as well. So let's just have a look uh, at some of these. It's also got store reviews. That's really helpful. So people that actually written a review about the seller, I guess. So let's just have a quick look at that. Oh, sorry, I've got to share my tab. Sorry, guys, I keep forgetting. So I'm in here looking at the reviews. So this is the product here that I'm looking at. I'm in here looking at the reviews, and it seems like it's getting 5-star reviews. You can see by the flags here, it kind of tells you where they're from, which is handy to know, because you want to know where it's actually quite popular. So in the States, it looks like that it's really popular. Well, it looks like people are giving good reviews in the States. So in a way, I'm pretty much uh, convinced about this water bottle, and it's something that I would actually put on my store. So the only other thing would be is to see whether or not they will drop ship that. And I know I put in the search drop shipping, and I know that it said drop shipping up the top, but sometimes you just got to check to make sure that that item can be drop shipped, and you can do that by contacting the seller. I guess. Also, read some of these some about the seller too, about some of the information. Let's just have a look here. Okay, so it's actually in China. Uh, all right. Yeah, you just want to have a look in some of the information. It might answer, it may have answered some of my questions. I just really want to know to make sure that this is actually a drop shipping item. So what I would probably do is I'd contact this supplier. I would actually go to the effort of contacting them and just to see if they would do drop shipping, because they're willing to sell one product, right? So I can't see the reason why they can't drop. Oh, there we go. It's actually in the title. So here we go. I didn't pick up on that before. So we've got drop shipping. So that's cool. We know that it can be drop shipped. So that would be something I would definitely put on my store. All right. Now, I don't actually have a Chrome extension that links Alibaba with my GrooveKart store. So it would be one of those things that I'd have to download the images and the video. Actually, the video is really good too as well to have. But I would download all those images and the information, obviously, that they've got here. I'd even like, I mean, with the reviews, you could copy and paste them all if you wanted to. Now, they're not necessarily reviews about your store. It's really just about the product. So you're kind of safe there. But if you're putting reviews and copying reviews about the store, then you might actually get yourself into a little bit of bother on that one, because it's not exactly true, right? It's not about your store. If they had good reviews about this store, you use those reviews into your site, then that would be actually that wouldn't be true. But at least with the product reviews, you could put maybe 4 or 5 of them into your site, and you know that it's just going to be based on the water bottle and not the store itself. So, it's just something handy to know when you're actually looking for reviews. I know that some of you might think that I've got to actually wait to sell products to get reviews. Yes, that is true. But if you want to put some reviews there about the water bottle, then you can. And it's just sort of tied. Having those other reviews in there would just probably give people an idea about what the bottle is like. All right. Now, I did mention about earlier about trying to find a tool that actually does actually connect with, or does download images and all that. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to try and search. Actually, I'm going to use ChatGPT. This is going to be the last thing, by the way, guys, because we're actually approaching the hour. I'm going to use ChatGPT to actually do my research. So I'm going to share my tab here. And I'm going to put in here, looking for a Chrome extension. Extension that will download product images, and information and product information. I want to actually put in the information from the sellers, or the vendor. We'll call it the vendor's product sales page. A bit of a long sort of prompt here, but it'll be helpful. And I found with ChatGPT, it's actually quite specific as well. Okay, let's just have a look and see what it comes up with. You might even be able to actually create a GPT. I've probably looked into that. Might be able to actually create a GPT. Okay, so there are several Chrome extensions. There's the web scraper. So this extension allows you to create site maps for scraping data from websites. It's quite flexible and can handle product images and information. Okay, so it is kind of like a scraper. Data miner, another popular scraping tool. Data miner lets you extract data from the web pages into various formats, including CSV and Excel. It offers both pre-configured recipes for common sites and custom scraping option. Um, so we've got we've got Scraper. This is a simpler, user-friendly tool that allows you to extract data from a web page and export it into a spreadsheet. I don't really, okay, I'm wondering if we do actually need it in the spreadsheet. We don't really need it in the spreadsheet. But yeah, there was another one I was using before, which was actually quite good. But let me just look at some of these. I'm going to try this one. Okay, hang on. Visual operation supports both simple and complex data. Yeah, getting a little bit in depth here. I'm going to go web scraper. Let's just try this one and look for that. Search for Google. All right, so here we go. Web scraping, browse AI. Web scraper, that might be the one here. This is the extension. Okay, share my screen again. Okay, so this is it's not exactly free. You're going to have to pay for it. So it's probably not something that I'm interested in. I'm going to go back to chat and see what else there was. I'm after free. Just going to put in here, I'm after free. So let's just see what that actually does. Image downloader, the extension is tiny. So the image downloader is entirely free. That one's not free. Web Scraper is not free, as we just found out. But this one here, let's have a look at this one here. Image downloader. Okay, so let's go to okay, image downloader extension for, doesn't say Chrome, but let me just go on here. There it is there. So once again, I'll share my screen. All right, so this extension may soon no longer be supported because it doesn't follow best practices for Chrome extensions. Okay, so probably not a good idea to get that one. But let's just say if we wanted to use it in the meantime, there's like 2 million users. 2 million users, so it must be very popular. I'm going to add it to Chrome, and let's just see what it does. We'll make this the last sort of stretch of this session. All right. What does it say here? Okay. Has it gone in here? There it is. It's over here. Okay, I'm going to leave that thing open. I'm going to go over to Alibaba. Was that one there? Or was it this one here? This one here. I'm going to try this Chrome extension and see what happens. Well, I did see it before. Okay. All right, so it's getting everything on the page. I don't want all that. Okay, so I don't want those in there. That's probably one of them. I'm going to just select that. That one. I'm not actually entirely sure if that's, oh yeah, that's the same one. That's the same one. So you can see you can just select what you want to download in terms of images. That one there. And let's grab this one. I don't know if it's the same one. You've got to be careful to make sure that your images are actually of the product itself and not something different. See, this is slightly different here. It doesn't actually have that round part in the front. So this one here is a different shape as well. So I think I've got enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to download all that. If uh, if it asks where to save each file, blah, 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 option is checked. Okay, so I'm just going to download. Oh, sorry guys. Let me show you. Let me just oh my gosh. Let me just share the tab. Cancel. All right, this is crazy. This thing is actually. All right, I keep getting a window popping up. I hope I haven't caught anything from this side. I keep getting a window popping up and it's stopping me from sharing the tab. All right, I'm just going to save this. Let me just save this. Sorry, guys, I know you can't see it, but I can't actually share the tab because this thing won't go away unless I save it. So I'm just going to save it, and then I'll share my tab. Okay. I kind of think there's something going on with my computer. Okay, let's do another game. This is crazy. Right. Right, I'm just going to get rid of something here. I mean, see if I can get rid of that. All right, it stopped. All right, here we go. So I have actually downloaded the images. So what I did was is I clicked on the Chrome extension. If I can find that again. All right. I can't see it now. Right. I clicked on the Chrome extension and I actually downloaded the images. Primarily all these images here and these ones here. This one, and this one, actually, not that one. And I've downloaded the images. So all I really do. Nancy reckons maybe it's your co-pilot playing Witherspoon. I'm not sure what's happening, but I definitely, and I think it's just on my computer because they had issues with the whole sort of going live and then even sharing my screen prior to actually coming on. And it's just giving me grief. And why do these things happen when you're live? Why don't they happen when you're not live? That's the thing. It's always Murphy's Law. So all this I would need to copy. So I need to copy and paste that into my information. So, but like it's not something that I'm gonna do a lot of in terms of like it's just really selected products that I want to put on my store that I think that people would like to buy, and so I'm not actually trying to download a whole lot of products. It's just selective, being selective about the product. That's what I done. I know you couldn't actually see what it was doing. I can't even find the Chrome extension now. This is here we go. Here it is. Hopefully this will show up. No, I did it. No, it doesn't. It's not showing up on your screen. In order for you to see this, I think I'll need to actually show my window. You can see that, but yeah, it didn't show the image downloader. All right. Look, I think we've had enough on trying to add products. In all my attempts to actually use particular tools on here, nothing was going smoothly, and so I couldn't quite get to connect anything to my store. But you kind of get the gist of it. Maybe it's probably a good thing that if you don't actually have the GK AliExpress Chrome extension, because it looks like it's actually playing up the wall. It could be my computer. So pretty much after this, I'm going to I'm going to be doing some maintenance on my computer. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to point out is when you're looking for products, make sure that you check the reviews, make sure that it's something that people are after, um, and and make sure that a drop ship. And yeah, I guess make sure that it's something that's trendy, something that will sell. Like I said, these hydrogen water bottles are selling really well here in New Zealand. So it would be something that I would actually do. Okay, so the Tyro says there's always next week and the 5-day challenge. Yes, yes. Okay, the 5-day challenge, I would definitely need to make sure this is my computer's running smoothly. But yeah, and there's always next week. By the way, I know this was on I think it was last week. I'm not sure, but anyway, I went over. What was it? I went over my GPT, my agent that I created, which was an alternative text um, or image alternative text GPT. If you do, if you want to, if you want to have access to that, let me know. I have shared it with Dr. Lisa. She uses it apparently all the time. I use it all the time. So if you know what I'm talking about, it's the alternative text that you put in the where the images, so that Google can read the text about the image. So if you want to have access to that, it's a really good tool. I did it quite some time ago. I think it was maybe last year or maybe beginning of the year, and it still works really well. And it's a nice little simple job. So Ty would have it. I'm gathering you would want it to as well, Nancy. So what I'll do is I'm sure Nancy, you're one of my on my Facebook friends. I'll send you the link, the share link to your messenger for you. And all right, let me just move this. Okay, all right. I kind of I'm kind of exhausted after all those mishaps, and it's exhausting trying to get things to work. But next week, yes, Tyra, next week, I'm going to make sure that my things are working well. And also, thanks to all of you. And yeah, Nancy says thanks, Peter. Uh, thanks to you guys for being here. So, and, check your messenger box later on. I will share that link for my GPT and use it. So it is a chat GPT. So you've got to have chat GPT. I don't think you need to be on a paid version to be able to use the GPTs. But yeah, if you can't, but at the end of the day, I'll share it with you anyway and see how you get on. All right, once again, thanks for joining me today, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.
You gotta get into the groove.